Hi guys, Ann here, and today we have a car vlog. It has been a minute. It seems like every time I put a vlog out and I say, okay, I'm coming back, I'll be back, I put a vlog out and you don't hear from me for 2 weeks again. It's not been done on purpose. I just really been in a funk. There's no excuses. I've really been in a funk. Like, I have to force myself to get dressed. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I mean, of course I take showers and all of that. I'm not in like a depression like that. Like, I'm like so depressed I don't want to, because I've been there before, right? It's more like I'm in a funk. And I don't know how to get out of it, you know? With Chuck's passing, it just... Lexi is not handling it good. I don't know if you guys, I know a lot of you guys don't see my community posts, but Lexi was just in the ER because she passed out. That went bright, didn't it? You know, of course, I haven't wanted to leave her sight, you know. She just, you know, she couldn't be alone. I mean, it was that bad. Not that she was going to do anything. Just she was crying, and I know what that feels like, you know, losing a parent and having nobody there, like physically. So I wanted to be there for Lexi for that, and she seems to be, she's getting better, you know. She's back to work now. You know, like I said, with Lexi being there, finding her father, and how she found him. I'm not going to get full into detail, but when the cops were called, I guess she called 911. I don't know who called 911. They treated it as a crime scene. And then they did the autopsy, and you know, he did die from diabetes. That I told you that morning at 7 a.m. because he has a meter. His sugar was at 20. And it doesn't go below that, so you know, like the meter don't read below that, so of course. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And she couldn't get that vision out. The guilt, right? I should have been there because, you know, if your sugar's low, she's like, Mommy, I could have been there and gave him something so his sugar could have been up. And he, you know, and it's all that what if I, you know, if I would have just did this, I would have did that. And like, you know, I'm trying to tell her, Lexi, for the past week before Daddy died, he was having sugar attack after sugar attack. I was like, yeah, you might have been there, and yeah, maybe that day he wouldn't have. But the next day, or the next day, you know, I said his body just gave up, you know. I'm trying to tell her, what do you tell your child, you know, and it's the truth. But she's doing better. She, like I said, she passed out. And I just think because she wasn't eating or drinking, and she was not sleeping. You know, she'd go to work, it done work at 7 in the morning, get home about, you know, 7:30, say 8 o'clock, and she's up by 10 in the morning, and she doesn't go back. Like, so it was like that, and I just think she's just burnt out, you know. It's very early. I don't even think it's 8 a.m. I don't know. That's why I look like this. It's beautiful out. Last night we had a really bad storm. And oh my God, there's so many like gigantic branches. There's one big branch I can't even lift. So one of the boys is going to have to do that in my backyard. Tyler said last night, Mom, I think we had like a mini tornado. I'm like, we didn't have that. But it was a lot of like wind, and the trees are old. So they you know, I don't know. But anyway, so the other day it like reached 100. I told you in Jersey, we don't get that type of weather like that in the triple digits very often. But the humidity is always very high. So like last night going to bed, the humidity was at 94%. So today is only going to be like 85. But then this weekend and like Monday and Tuesday, it's going to be like over 100. Yeah, it's going to be, yeah, that's what I was just saying. It's going to be over 100. Like the lady, she said it's going to be like 100, 101. All right, let me go in here and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let me get some hand sanitizer first. Where is the hand sanitizer? Oh, over here. About to say. A big bottle. Can you see? I know the sun. Anyway, I just wanted to like catch you up what's going on with Lexi. She's doing a lot better. But if you have any advice, let me know how to handle it. Now, eventually I want to put her in therapy. I've talked to her about it. But on the 17th, what's today, the 20th? So he's only been gone the 7th, a couple of days ago. It's only been exactly a month. And so she's not ready. She doesn't want to talk about it yet to anybody, not even with me really that much. Let me know how I can help her. Any advice you have for now. But I do have a funny story to tell you, which was funny. So Lexi, she has a boyfriend, and you guys know how right now I'm headed to the bank, just in case I don't tell. I gotta drop money, put money in there so I can pay my cable bill and my cell phone bill. But this was funny. So I never, like, you guys know how strict I am. Like, I allow my kids to have their friends come over and all of that. But like, if Lexi was to have a girl, a friend come over, of course she can spend the night or what have you. I don't care about that. But I'm not going to allow a boy to spend the night, I don't care if it's a boyfriend. They've been together for how many years? I don't care. You're not married. I'm not, like, or my son's. Tyler is 29 years old. He will be 30 in November. And no, he can't have any girls spend the night. No. And they have a curfew. 11 o'clock, goodbye. I've been letting her boyfriend, like, go upstairs in her room, but they know that door doesn't get shut. Just, she needs to be around somebody, and he's been coming over just about every day, like when he's not working or what have you, you know what I mean. And he's been, like, a really, really big help, the other day he was going to help me get that fence out by that tree that I'm still asking about. So he came over to help, and then it started raining. I'm like, dang. But he's really been making Lexi laugh, because, like, what they do is, he's very funny, and he cracks on Lexi. And Lexi has a very good personality. She took after me that way. If somebody, you can crack on me or what have you, and if it's funny, I'm gonna laugh. I'm like, that's a good one. Like, I don't get mad. How some people get mad, I don't get mad. Oh goodness, there's a big tree that got down. Remember I told you? Yeah, like I said, that's what I was saying. We had a big storm. I'm being nosy. Anyway, there's another one. Okay, so, anyway, they crack on each other and stuff. Well, yesterday was Juneteenth. June 19th is a holiday for my kids. It's like the end of slavery, and I think 1865, June 19th, 1865. Anyway, and so he tells Lexi, because, he's black, right? And Lexi's biracial. And so it was Lexi, her boyfriend's brother was there, my two boys, right? And me and Lexi are cooking dinner. I got a cake and stuff. And anyway, everybody was outside on the porch eating and whatever they were doing, having fun, laughing and stuff. I hear him talking, and her boyfriend says to her, like, Lexi, you can't have no cake. Your holiday's over. And she was like, what? And he was like, yeah, your holiday's over at 3 o'clock. He was like, you only get half a day, because, she's biracial. And I'm like laughing, right? He's joking with her. And then Isaiah, he's like my complexion, more olive skin, but, and they were like, your holiday was over at 10 o'clock in the morning. And, just different things like that. I hear Lexi laugh, and I'm like, good, that's what she needs, So that made my heart melt, because that was really the first time that, like, she's really laughing, and stuff that I heard. So that was good. Another thing is, I just have my hair slicked back. You can't see it right now because I have, like, hair fibers and stuff in, but I'm going to be, I still never dyed my hair. However, what I've been noticing, so remember I told you I had to take Lexi to the emergency room, and I went to the bathroom to wash my hands and stuff, and I looked in the mirror, and, like, my bangs, like, it was, like, sticking up like that. It doesn't, like, slick back. I'm like, what the hell? It was, like, curly. And then I'm looking at my hair where, like, pieces are coming down, and it's, like, curling. Now, when I was younger, I used to have, like, curls, like, really nice hair, it runs in my family. And as I got older and having kids, and now my hair is thinning, my hair is, like, more straight, But since I haven't been using, like, that box dye, like, all over my hair, my hair is getting so much healthier. I mean, it's still very thin. It ain't growing back. But the hair that I do have left is really getting healthy. And my curls and stuff are coming back. I wanted to show you, like, I really think my hair is getting healthier since I'm not using the normal, like, box dye on my hair anymore. So this is what I was saying. Like, see how my hair's starting to curl up again? Let me hold it like this. You see, even like this came off. It's like, I don't know what you can see because my hair's dark and this is dark. Even like back here, like, it's all curling up. And like right here, what is that? Oh, this is this new charger I got. This is from a new company, so I purchased this. And I love this because this right here is for like iPhone, or if you have an iPad, it works, you know, or this right here is for Android. I have an Android. You know, like this snap, I'm doing one hand since I'm holding the phone. This snaps right on here, you know. And I love the fact, so this is the, I think this is the rainbow beads or something, a pastel. I don't remember what it's called. But they have like so many, I forgot I got you in the shadow. They have so many different styles. This is a 3-foot. They also have, I think it's like 3 foot 3 inches. They also have 6 foot 6 inches. I have one of them that's downstairs that like looks like pearls. But you can also personalize it, which is a little bit more money. I did not do. Not sponsored. Again, like I said, I seen it. It came up as an ad, and I wanted to see how it was. And I think it's so cute. And that way none of the kids could be like, that's mine. No, this is mine. But yeah, I love it. I'll leave the link down below. Check it out, though. I love supporting new companies. I really, really do. And it really does work, and they are really nice. Okay, bye. I really recommend, if you just have like a little gray or what have you, getting that beard and mustache, you know, for men hair dye. I don't know, maybe the chemicals are different. I don't know. But, or maybe it's just my hair is getting healthier. I really don't know. But I've seen a difference. All right, I'm going to listen to some music and stuff, go to the bank, and then I'll be back. Okay, that is all taken care of. Let's see, still early, I think, and it's not that hot out. 79, so it's going on 80. So I think I might go to the city park and do like a little walk and talk. June 11th would have been my grandmother's 98th birthday. She passed, she was 91, almost 92. She was a couple months shy from being 92. And so I went to the lake and I did a little walk and talk. I had the puppy with me, Akira with me. I was in my feelings, right? Because, I mean, you know, Chuck had passed, and then my grandmother, I was so sad. And then I got on a rant, and I'm like, you know what? I just deleted it. I'm like, I'm not even going to post it. I'll go another day with the dog, especially the puppy, you know, because she's the one who listens the most. Mentally, like, just for a while, I was just mentally exhausted. And I'm learning about myself when I'm like this. I cannot film. Because remember, even like last year, I was like, okay, I'm done with the drama. I'm done talking about things. And then I'd be in my feelings, or I'd be in a funk, and I wouldn't know what to talk about, so that I would bring up, and it's like, no, I'm learning to like stay away. I mean, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, for the past, I just been mentally just, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm feeling a little bit better as time goes on, you know. I as much as I keep saying it, I really think maybe I do need to start getting medicated. I'm almost 50, and if I haven't learned to handle my mental illness yet with not being medicated, because I get very manic when I'm going through things. You know, I have ADHD, I'm bipolar, I suffer from depression, and all of that does not go good. And then, you know, with my health issues, my blood pressure and stuff. So it's like, I mean, there'll be times, I'm going to sound like I'm crazy. There will be times that literally I will be pacing in my house and talking to myself. Not like I think somebody's there. It's where I have to get out what I'm thinking, and I don't want to keep bothering people and repeating myself. So I get very manic. I know it sounds strange. I know. And mental illness, I'm telling you, and that's why I'm in therapy. But I will be the type of person, because I don't do like phone, where I talk on the phone to people, but I do like the walkie-talkie. That's what I call it, like on Instagram, like some of my friends, or like texting, I do the walkie-talkie, and I'll just keep going, and it's like, I can't do that. Especially if I'm thinking about something, it's one thing on my mind, I'll keep I get very manic, and I can't stop. My brain doesn't allow me to stop, and I'm like pacing. And I always thought it was anxiety. My therapist told me the pacing and everything has to do with ADHD, and it's all of it, and it's just not good. And then what happens is I get in a funk. Well, now then my ankle starts hurting. Oh, I don't have my ankle brace on. Should I do a walk? Yeah, I'll just do it like a little bit, like maybe a 10-minute walk. But then I just get in a funk, and I think I need to just be on medication. I'm just scared of feeling like I'm going to be addicted to it. Like I'm going to feel like I need it. I don't know how to explain it. All right, I'm going to go to Wawa, get something to drink, so that way when we go to the park and stuff, I have something to drink. I'll meet you at the park. I'll be back. All right, I got this is a tripod. Well, no, it's a selfie stick. Well, it's a tripod, but it's like, let me start over. I'm telling you, it's like one of those days. I got this one at Five Below. I always keep this in my pocketbook, just in case, like if I ever need it, if I just in a whim want to just be like, let's go for a walk. You know what I mean? So it's not a really good one, and it doesn't reach out so far. Hold on, I gotta turn you around because I'm used to looking over here, and I don't want to do that. Hold on. Okay, now I could look at you how I normally do. So we're just gonna do like a quick walk around, and I will show you, just in case if you haven't seen this before. There's a few places I go, like the park. I should have took you to the other one that I haven't took you to yet. I forgot about it. My kids was like, Mom, why don't you go to the one over here, and they tell me what street. And I'm like, oh, I always forget about that one. But I always think of this one because this is where the graffiti wall is. But I really need to go to the nature trails again. It's 535 acres. And I never always go like all the way in because I have no sense of direction. And I will get lost. Because who remembers when I would get lost? Remember, I would take Nala with me? And thank goodness for Nala. Nala would guide me to the parking lot. Who remembers that? All right, so let me show you what I see. I mean, look how pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? So we'll walk down there. I just came from this direction. And now we're just going to walk this way. And look at the squirrel. Reminds me of my friend Lisa. She loves squirrels. They're so cute. Oh. So let's walk to the graffiti wall.
You say that I'm psychotic, but then you like it like that. It's like every time the conversation changes, and I want you right back, right back. You say that I'm hypnotic.
I absolutely love this wall. I don't see any changes. I've shared with you guys before. Might have you zoomed in? Yeah. I've shared with you guys before. This has been like this since I was a little girl. And then what happens is they just start spray painting over it, But now that Pinocchio, how do you say Pinocchio? That looks new. It's just gorgeous. It goes around. I guess I'll stay over here where I'm not in the sun. How you doing? Good. I'm admiring the wall. Isn't it pretty? Yeah, a lot of talent. Reminds me of my mom. My mom used to draw, when she was alive, she would draw murals and stuff. I didn't get that talent. You as well. A lot of times, which we always, especially a woman, when you're alone, you have to be cautious. Oh, sorry, let me get out of that sun. But sometimes, you know, people are like me right now. I'm just walking around by myself because I'm in a funk. I'm trying to get out of it, you know, or what have you. And a lot of times that's what other people are doing. It's the same thing. They're just in a funk. You know what I mean? And we assume because, oh, scary. No, it's not, it doesn't, it costs nothing to be kind. Just say hi. Because I know for me, when I'm like this, just somebody saying hi to me put a smile on my face. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Okay, let's keep it moving. I hate that, like when the sun, like with the shade thingy. That's the only thing that sucks, because I still record, like vlogging on my phone. I need to get one of those vlogging cameras. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Because I know they're not that expensive. It's just I don't like change, and I'm not tech savvy. So if I know how to do something, I'll stick with it. You know what I mean? Unless I have somebody in person showing me, like hands-on. Okay, this is what you do. You take this, and then you take this video, and you put it into, this is how you put it into this editing software. Then you could, then you take this and you put it, and you could upload it, you know, or what have you. Then I'd be fine, but I don't know how to do any of it. So it's like, So I'm only hurting myself because I need to improve. So that way, if you have a vlogging camera, like see this, it wouldn't do this. You know what I mean? Do you hear the birds? So pretty. I really don't, this is a very boring vlog. I really don't know what to talk about, and this is why a lot of times when I'm in a funk, I don't vlog, because I don't know what to talk about, you know, and it's like, oh, nobody's going to want to watch this. But I'm like, well, why not, you know? Listen to this. Listen to the birds. Oh, isn't nature just beautiful? I don't know why we get, listen, this is what I need to do. Just come outside and listen to nature. So let me show you what I see. So there's a bench here. A lot of times I'll just sit here like this. And then I just watch the water. Like when it gets really hot out, you'll see like this, the boats and the speed boats. And then there's the bridge, I'll show you, that I originally walked down. So we'll be going that way. And there's never anybody here really, like, you know, like over there, there's like a park for kids. And I know I repeat myself all the time, but I used to always, like after school, especially Lexi, because, you know, she was hyper. And I would take them and let them play or what have you, or, you know, I had them in sports a lot, but you know what I mean. You just don't see that anymore. Now, granted, there's a lot of violence in Jersey. There is. I mean, at this park here a couple years ago, that's where the shooting was. I don't remember, either the 14-year-old shot the 16-year-old or the 16-year-old shot the 14-year-old. I don't know. I mean, I know there was a 14 and a 16-year-old, and one of them got, and it's like, oh, look, I think that's what it's right here. Hold on. Rest in peace. Yep. Sad, you know, that people don't do what they used to do, where you would just fist fight and that's it. When I was younger, oh my God, I got into so many fist fights. I've got my ass beat too. You know, sometimes it's so funny. I'll sit here and I'll listen to people and they're like, oh yeah, I fought this one. I've been in this many fights and never lost a fight. I'm like, well then you ain't fight the right people, or you ain't fight. Because I always said I am really good with my hands. I really am. I grew up with all boys. I begged my mom to put me in boxing. I do boxing as a sport, as fun. You know what I mean? So for a girl my size, 5'3" and 3/4, I don't know what my point was. Oh, so like people don't do that anymore. No, they get embarrassed if you have an argument or something like that. Or let's just say they do get in a fist fight and they get beat up. Then they want to come and take a gun and shoot, you know, and unalive them. Why? Because you're embarrassed. So now you're spending your whole life in prison for what? Because you're embarrassed, something that people will get over. They're not going to remember it. It's more people's egos, I think. And I do think a lot of it, and I know I'm going to get hate in the comments, but I do think a lot of it is this new gentle parenting, or this, like, I don't know what it is. It's just kids these days are a lot softer. Like, their feelings get hurt. I don't know how to explain it. Or maybe it's the internet. I don't know what changed, but it's just different. I don't know. And it's sad. And then nobody comes out. I'm going to turn around. But am I right or wrong? I don't know. I don't understand it, you know. But having said that, it's wrong for me because I don't have any fear, and that's what will get somebody in trouble, right? Because I should not be really walking alone by myself. But it's like, well, I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. Hold on a second. I've been trying to take like little pictures of, you know, because I always forget on this channel, I always forget to take a thumbnail. I don't know what I am doing with my hands. I always forget to take a thumbnail. I don't know why. And so a lot of times my thumbnails are me like talking because I don't shut up. So it's like I'm trying to screenshot in the video. That's why a lot of times my face expressions look weird, you know, or what have you. I don't know. On my beauty channel, I remember because I'm doing an unboxing. So I like just hold the box up, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to like put that in my mind to take a thumbnail. This is so pretty. I mean, the water looks green, but I just love it. Like the rocks. Oh God, look at that spider web. Hold on a second. Can you see that spider web? Probably won't see it. Can you see it a little bit? Right, look at that. That thing is big. But anyway, I'm scared my phone's gonna fall in there. Let's see. See right here where it has like the water comes out of the tube? But look at all the rocks and stuff. And then here is the water. Goes all the way down there. And there, it right over here is the Wawa that I always say, the dirty Wawa. You know, as kids we called it the dirty Wawa. And it's not dirty. It's just when the bigger Wawas start opening, the newer ones, and you know, like that one is like old, and it's like, so we just called the kids. Now, like my kids' generation just call it the small Wawa. We always said it the dirty one. It's funny. All right, now I'm just gonna walk back up. I did forget to go to Wawa to get something to drink, but that, nope, I'm in the sun. Nope. Try over here. No, what in the world? I'll just stand. I forgot to go to Wawa to get something to drink, but that's okay because I need to go there anyway, and I got to make sure I remember to go there to get milk. We're watching the geese over here. They're so cute. Let me know if you made it this far. Let me know down below what are some of the what kind of content do you watch? Do you watch YouTube? Do you watch beauty YouTube? Do you watch vlogs? Do you watch crime shows? Let me know what you think of the Karen Reed case about her being found not guilty on the murder charge. Let me know down below. But yeah, let me know what type of stuff do you watch, and what do you do when you're in a funk? Like, what do you do? Because I don't always practice what I preach. I tell everybody, go outside, listen to nature. But like when I'm in a funk, it's hard to do that. Now, like today, now that I did this, I want to go home, get in the shower, get dressed, and film some unboxings. You know, because I got out of the house. So like, it's like once I do it, I'm good. But to get there, it's hard. So I really do think I need to get medicated. I really do think I need to do that, because I don't want to keep living like this where like I'm happy for a couple days and it's like, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, and then like I say this to myself and then I don't. You know. Oh, really quickly, because some of you have asked me about Ryan. Ryan is still in my life. He wants to go swimming this weekend, and I'm like, I don't know how to swim. I could do the doggy paddle and I could backflip. Okay. But he's really been there for me. I've seen him last weekend. I don't see him too much. Oh my God, look, let me show you something. Look at all the geese. But I haven't seen him like a lot because of everything that's going on, you know, what's happening with Chuck passing and all of that. But now that Lexi's back to work, I told him, you know, now we can start going out and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's such a good, he is such a good man. You know, even if things never, let's say, don't work out, I always want him in my life as a friend. He is really a good man. He really, really is. And he's so understanding. And I think because he's older, not like older, I'm saying like we're not in our 20s and 30s. He's only a couple years older than me. Like, he gets it. And he's not like, I am the type of person, I don't need to talk to somebody every day, even like my friends and stuff. I don't need to. You know, I would be okay. But especially like, you know, like I don't need to talk to him every day. You know, like in other words, if he's busy and he doesn't call me for a couple days, it doesn't make me mad. Or I don't automatically think, what's he doing? Now, if I don't hear from him for like, let's say 2-3 days or what have you, or maybe 2 days, I might at night text him and say, hey, you okay? Let me know you're alive. You know, and that's it. But other than that, and he's the same way with me, which I love. I really like that. And so that is a plus. All right, let me go ahead and go in Wawa and get the milk, and I'll come back and we'll say our goodbyes. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Put some hand sanitizer on. I wanted to get 2 milks, but they only had 1 whole milk left. They have like a lot of reduced milks. But who remembers this? Do you remember I used to always go to the store to get Tyler his Double Dutch chocolate milk because they're always sold out? So he doesn't drink them as much anymore. He got out of them because he was like on a Double Dutch kick. But I figured, let me just get them on. They're up to $1.85 now. And then I just got me a little chicken Caesar salad. And it has like a butter roll that came with it. Okay, let me pull out of the parking spot and move over. And then I'll say my goodbyes. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this. It's probably so boring. But, oh, it's up to 81 ounce. I don't know what the heat index is right this minute. Alright guys, you know the routine. Don't forget to thumbs up the video or thumbs it down. Don't forget to give me advice on Lexi. It really helped me out. Like, what I don't know what I can do. If I'm doing enough, let me know. Do you think it's too early to say anything about therapy? Like, honestly, just give me your opinions down below. Let me know what you do to get out of your funks. Also, let me know, like, what type of stuff do you watch on YouTube? Let me know, like, anybody's channel. You know, I'll check them out as long as they're positive. All right, guys. Stay beautiful. Stay blessed. Stay healthy. And most importantly, always stay you. Never let somebody take you out of your character. Do as I say, not as I do. Bye, guys.